It's X.
It's Mymy,
and we're back with another video.
So today we have a little mukbang for y'all. We got some, what's it called? I guess you could say like soul slash Caribbean
food. Yeah.
Food. So here we go.
So what you got there?
I got barbecue chicken with mac and cheese.
Y'all see that? That looks
good. And I
good.
got a side of shrimp. So I'm gonna throw the shrimp on there too.
That rice looks well seasoned. But you know what I had to get. Let me show y'all what I got.
Don't take that steak because it's kind of leaking.
Oh yeah, it always does that every time we get this. It's like the second time. So this is my second time having this. What is this place called? Winnie's? Mm-hmm. So it's Winnie's in Amityville. So I got some rasta pasta, but I would say it's a shrimp rasta pasta.
I should definitely wash my hands. One sec.
I'll wait for you to get back.
A few moments later.
Anytime now, babe. Anytime now.
I gotta make sure I don't have the Rona on my hands.
Still recording, right?
Yeah.
So is that like spicy shrimp?
It's sauteed shrimp.
I want to definitely try one of those. So I got a shrimp rasta pasta, but I would say it's like jerk seasoning, and you know it has the creamy sauce around the pasta as well.
All right. So.
All right, so. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want to start off by doing this, but we're hungry, and this stuff is good.
I'm done.
So, what are we talking about today?
So, as you guys know, with everything with the coronavirus and all that going on, we have had some, like, I guess, like, struggles with school and college and just graduation in general.
Oh, yeah. So, if you guys...
We wanted to keep y'all in the loop of what was happening with COVID-19 and our graduations and what's really going on.
Correct.
So, as you guys know, all the graduations are basically virtual. Mm-hmm. So my virtual is actually on Sunday. And they said they're gonna give us like an actual ceremony sometime in the future, but they think it's gonna be in the spring, like spring 2021. Which is ass, but whatever.
So, I know you guys are probably out there wondering, all right, what's going on with Xavier and, you know, his situation with graduation. So, my situation is kind of like weird and like tough because right now I would say that I messed up in this class. You know, we all have our ups and downs in certain courses and classes we take. And
as you guys know, Xavier's a nursing major, so nursing in general is hard as shit.
It's crazy. So this one course I had trouble with, and basically I literally like failed by like a few points. So in order to pass that class, you'll need like a C+, which would be a 78, and
which is even like higher. Like everybody that's not in like a program like that, obviously like you could pass if you at least have a D-. That's still passing. But you know, for things like nursing programs and stuff like that, the lowest you can get is a C+. If you get a C or a C-, like you failed. That's it. So I guess like this was the first time he took this class. You failed by what, like 1 point?
Yeah, I would say about 2 points.
2 points.
2 points.
So the first time we did the whole process of, you know, like it's 2 points, like it's 2 points. So that was fall.
Oh, fall.
That was fall.
2019. And what had happened was I retook the course this past spring. And what had happened was I was doing well in the beginning. So as you guys know, like the spring semester starts in January. So with the whole pandemic and, you know, everything getting shut down and everything getting switched into online courses, that started in, I would say, mid-March, right?
March.
So,
I would say the beginning of March.
beginning of March, mid-March.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was on spring break at
Me
this
too.
time.
Yeah, my spring break was the first week of March,
Mhm.
and then I literally went back to school for one day, and then we were
This whole
gone.
thing started. So, like I said, I was doing well. You know, I would say I had about 2 exams that, you know, I had some other things I had to submit. Everything was going well. Like, in my mind, I'm like, all right, this class is, I already knew I was about to kill it. So, with, you know, after, you know, everything got switched into online courses and this whole pandemic started, you know, I've been working a lot more because I was needed in the hospital. And, I felt like I was studying because I was taking 2 other courses and I got A's in those courses. But you know, with the course that I was already struggling in and not being there, and it's just, I don't know what happened. But long story short, there was probably about 3 exams left. 2 of them were finals. I did well in the 3rd one, and the 2 finals were like, I don't know what happened. I failed the finals.
They made them hard for no reason, basically.
And I just felt like I got, you know, I got messed over.
Yeah, my like whole issue, because obviously like I know what happened and I see the effect it has on him. My thing is, if I'm a professor and all this stuff is going on, and I have a student that is taking my class for the 2nd time, I would not fail them.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to fail somebody if you just don't care. But obviously, like, you see the kid is putting in the work. You see that he's trying.
Yeah.
So why fail him?
Just to let you guys know, she's right. This class, by the way, is peds and maternity. So as you guys know, I feel like I know the basics, but you know, I don't really pay too much attention to like, you know, mother, baby, kids, because I don't want to like work as a labor and delivery nurse when I finish school. You know, but anything like with med surge or any other course, like I'm there, you know. But that course just kind of like,
Right, like, that's another thing. This is the only class he has trouble with. All the other classes he has, it's not like he's barely passing all the classes. Like, all the other classes he has at least a B in.
B, A's.
So obviously, like, this
My
class...
GPA is still good too, my bad.
Right.
It's still above like a 3.2. So, it's crazy, man. So, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened now. This is where things get like crazy.
I'm good.
So, when I took these 2 finals, first I took one 2 weeks before the semester was over. And I'm like, to be honest, like, I just thought my professor was gonna, you know, hold it down. Like, I thought she was gonna, you know, look out for everybody and add points, because I know everybody felt like that final was crazy. Like, she violated. She gave us things that wasn't even on the blueprint.
And on top of that, like, if you know that your final is difficult and you have the grades, you see that everybody is like either barely passing or failing, you curve it.
Yeah.
She did not curve the finals.
She didn't even let me know that I failed. Mind you. Let me get there now. So I take my last final, and this last final was for maternity. This was taken on the last day of school, actually. It was May 12th. That final, from the first question, I was like, I studied my ass off, like, but that first question, I'm like, all right, you know what? She's probably gonna, you know, change up 5 questions, make it a little hard. You know what I'm saying? Final is supposed to be a little hard. But then when I got to like question 20, 25, I'm like, yo, I felt like I got so many wrong. And there was 50 questions left, you know, in total. So when I finished that exam, I was like, yo, this exam was BS. So she gave us like 4 questions that were math questions. So if you guys, if you nursing students know about med math, like you definitely need a calculator. I didn't see a calculator on this, like on the app we were using, and you can't move. Like everything is, like I said, it's online now. So you have a camera watching you while you're taking the exam, and like any suspicious movement you make, you could like get flagged. You could like get kicked out the exam, and that's your grade. So I didn't have a calculator with me, and I wasn't able to like. I just missed out. Each question was probably about 2.5 points. So me missing out on about 3 to 4 of those math questions, that's close to 10 points I already lost out on, besides the rest of the exam. So I scored, I didn't like my score on that exam. That exam brought my grade down, and it just messed me up, man.
Yeah.
And I emailed her letting her know about the math questions, and she didn't tell me my grade or say anything to me until it was time to submit the final grade. So I'm kind of like,
and once you submit the final grade, like it's not like any other major where you see the grade and you could go to the professor and they could change it.
So I'm kind of disappointed in both of my professors, and the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, I took my one final. I took it early, so I took it 2 weeks before the semester was over. Like, if you knew I had one more final left, you could have let me know. Like, email me, Xavier. Like, you scored really low on this final. You need to get above this. You need to get this so and so to pass the to pass the class. And like, I felt like I had no idea. I was blindsided with the grade at the end of the day. I just, you know, woke up when it was time for the grades to be submitted, and that was my grade, and there was nothing I could do about it. So, you know, basically what my professors were telling me is like, once they submit the grade, that's it. Like, you can't change it, anything. No extra credit, nothing. Like, that was enough time. I felt like I could have gotten extra credit, or I could have been doing something about my grade, or at least give me a heads up, like, yo, you're about to fail. No heads up. I had no idea what was going on. I just woke up. I'm like, shit. Like, I failed the class.
Especially like at a time like this with this whole virus going on. And on top of that, like you said, he was doing fine before the finals. And the finals were obviously, you know, in not the prime of the virus, but the virus was still a thing when the final was there. And you're seeing all these students get low grades on the final, and you don't curb it, you don't do anything. It's just, all right, that's the number. Like there's no other circumstances that could have, you know, caused all these finals to be so low. Like, it's one thing for everything to be normal and you're in a classroom and you had lectures this whole time and you had all this engagement with the professors and your classmates and stuff, but you're basically alone now. You've been alone since March. And now the final comes, you're still alone, and they don't do anything to help you out. Like, I think it's ridiculous.
Mind you guys, I really don't care to compare myself to other people, because that's not what I really do. But mind you, I've worked throughout this entire pandemic. You know, a lot of these kids don't even work, you know, and they have time to sit home and, you know, focus on school, which is good. You know, I applaud you for that. But at the end of the day, I got bills to pay and I got more things to learn.
Yeah, it's not even like only that. Like, he works in the hospital. Like, there's a pandemic going on. People are dying left and right. They're not hearing, oh, you know, I kind of got to study, or, you know, they're not hearing that. Like, we're in a crisis. If they tell you to come to work, you're going to work.
They need your help. You going in.
Period. So, like, he was mandated to work. Like, he was called to, I guess, duty or whatever you could call it.
Like, I know, like, a couple of nursing students that actually had family members, even co-workers too, that had family members that died, and that really took a whole toll in their entire life. Like, they changed, like, that messed them up mentally, everything. Like, they didn't even want to be in. I know people that don't even want to be because of their family members dying. They even had to second guess being a nurse or wanted to finish up school. I know people that are actually going through that right now. So
right, so you're going through all of that, and then on top of that, if you fail the class, now you know you have to worry about if you're kicked out, what you got to do, this, that, like that's just not needed. It's not needed at a time like this, and I feel like, you know, we wanted to make this video not only to like keep y'all in the loop, but to really like broadcast how messed up this school is.
And yes, I go to LIU Brooklyn, y'all, so I advise young nursing students who are in New York, you know what I'm saying, go anywhere else, you know. I know other like programs are definitely like competitive, but I feel like they're lenient. They're more understanding.
Yeah, especially at a time like this. Like a bunch of other nursing, I guess like programs in different schools also lowered the failing, like also lowered like the grade exception. So basically like in a regular time, like I said, you can't get under a C+. Some schools changed that to a C-. So if you got a C- or if you got a C in that class, normally you would have failed, but because of everything going on, you passed. And if that was the case, he would have passed because he was only a 1 point off of a C+.
That's true.
So it's just, I think it's just so like messed up that they're just going by the rules and don't understand that the rules are affected in many different ways at a time like this. People are losing family members. People are up front seeing this virus, being in mass for 16 hours straight. It's not a regular, like this isn't a time that you just go by the regular rules.
That's true. And I did lose 2 family members as well. But I'm not even going to really speak on that. But trust me, I've been affected by this virus.
Everybody has.
Everybody has.
Every single person. There's not
And yet,
one person on this earth that has not been affected by this virus. Like the dean of this school was probably affected by this virus some way, somehow.
and yet they're not even hesitating to fail me. Like,
Right.
I mean, part of me feels like it has a lot to do with like a money issue, where they like just want our money. Because I pay a lot, you know. I already pay a lot for my education. Why? Like, you already had me take the course twice. Why exempt me from the program now? That's what they're trying to do.
And he only has 2 classes left.
2 classes left and I'm done. Like 2 courses. Message 2 and community, done. Graduate. You know what I'm saying? Get ready to take my NCLEX. I'm an RN. But
So,
all that's getting pushed back now.
right. Basically the next step he has to do is basically appeal the dismissal to like this committee. So I mean, I honestly think they're not gonna like actually go through with this whole dismissal thing, just because, like I said, the circumstances and everything like that. But like, just the fact that it delayed, like he was supposed to take summer classes, and because this class didn't work out, he was dropped from his summer classes. Like, I honestly don't think it's gonna go negative, but I'm still like upset over the time frame, and it still affected him. At a time like this, he should have not been dropped from his classes and have to be pushed back to the fall. Like, none of this should have mattered. He should have just, you know, got a Zoom call with the highest person off the gate and just discussed the situation. The dean would have said, all right, it's fine, go ahead, and he would have still been in summer classes, and that would have been that.
My thing is, as well, like, I even offered to, like, do anything, like, extra credit. I don't care if you gave me a packet full of work, which would take me, like, a week to complete. You know what I'm saying? Or give me, like, a difficult assignment that, you know, I would have to figure out on my own. I didn't mind doing that, but
They just were
they
not.
just don't care, like.
They were not lenient at all. They were not hearing anything. We also, you know, were thinking if he could take his higher grades from the last semester that he took this same class, if they could average it into this semester. They were like, no, like, don't even think about it. Like, I just don't understand how this is like going on and everybody's just fine about it. But I mean, the appeal committee does have power, and they can, you know, maybe let him do summer classes even though they've begun and stuff like that. So there are still possibilities out there, but it's just annoying that all this had to even happen.
Yeah, it's crazy though, but that's my situation. But you know me, man.
We're staying positive.
Always stay positive. I'm gonna come through.
Yeah, Like, we're gonna figure it out.
I always do.
We always figure it
Always
out.
do.
So,
And I'm gonna come back harder, stronger. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. This is probably one of my favorite foods. I love rasta pasta. I don't have it too much. I mean, I probably have it like once a month. But I can eat this. If I could eat this every day, I would. This food is like, this is great. You know what I'm saying? The shrimp, the jerk shrimp.
oh, here, try my shrimp. I have one left. So
You wanna try my jerk shrimp? It's kind of spicy.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Ooh.
My bad.
Okay, I have one left. I was gonna eat it.
Here. Let me try some of that mac and cheese though. How's the rice?
Right? The shrimp?
You barely ate your rice.
No, they had a lot in here. It was like overflowing.
But for real though.
Yeah, we're staying positive. We're gonna wait to see what this appeals committee goes forward with. Like I said, I doubt they're gonna do anything negative just due to the circumstances. And if they, I don't think they will, just for the sole fact that, like, you don't want to be the one school that ends up on the news that is kicking people out of programs and failing people in a time like this. Like, what are you doing? Anybody that sees that news segment is gonna like be like, what is wrong with them? So I think they're gonna do it just for the sole fact that they don't want negative views on their school. But anything is possible, I guess.
Yeah, man. Right now, so I mean, maybe I'll make another video about,
With the update?
With the update, like I'll let y'all know if I get back in the program or not. I mean, I think I'm like I said, I'm staying positive. You know, I already submitted my appeal. I did it about 2 or 3 days ago. So right now, I'm waiting for everything to go up to the committee. They only meet once a month. So with them meeting once a month, they're gonna make a decision then, and that's when I'll find out if I'm in or not, or what the next step is. You know. But to top that off,
I mean, everything happens for a reason. Like, all his friends that actually did graduate at this point, they can't even take their NCLEX until October.
exactly. So I
So
feel
you're essentially in the same boat as them right now, because all the tests are full. So even if he did graduate on time, it would still be like, you know,
I would still have to wait a few months just to take
become
a test, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I don't even feel no type of way. So right now, I'm kind of doing everything backwards instead of actually finishing up taking these courses and then taking some time to study for my NCLEX. You know, I'm actually studying for my NCLEX now. You know, doing practice questions anytime I get a chance to. I'm trying to do it every day, but I mean, I've been slacking this week, but I've been doing them though.
Well, that's because you've been doing everything with the appeal.
Exactly. And then, you know, hopefully fall, I finish up the 2 courses, probably spend like a week or 2, you know, studying and take the exam, and I'm done. That's my plan. And by December, January, you know, hopefully I'll land a job and start working.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm staying positive. That's all we could do at this point. And that's it. So if you're new to our channel, make sure you do subscribe and turn on your notifications. We post every Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
If, you know, you're already subscribed, welcome back. Thanks for supporting. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. Love y'all.
Peace.